Hello friends, it is me Connor and thank you so much for 100 subscribers. Well, 118 counting, but still, thank you guys. Now I've opened a poll on my YouTube channel asking you guys what you wanted, and now we're here. Honestly, I'm really happy that my channel has got 100 subscribers as well. It shows my hard work paid off and that people actually like me and my tism rambles. So let's run through these questions, shall we? First we have one of my day one supporters, Troy the Catfish. So, what's your favorite food? Well, I basically eat nearly anything besides some types of vegetables. My preferred foods are malted cheese bread and macaroni and cheese. Honestly, I really like my cheese sandwiches with tea. My favorite dinosaur or dinosaurs? Well, honestly, really tough question due to the fact that I love dinosaurs as a whole. I do think my preferred dinosaur is definitely the Spinosaurus aegypticus. I just love how awesome and weird it is. It's this giant Saurian duck with a tadpole tail. Who are my favorite Spec Evo YouTubers currently? Now this question is a piece of cake. First up we have, yes, Keenan Taylor and Chimea. Honestly, I would rank him as the cornerstones of Spec Evo on YouTube. His project Chimea, a seed world with many prehistoric animals, my favorite being the Centaur. How green and lean it is. We have the mammal supremacist Madly Mesozoic. His content is really engaging and freaking awesome. However, the only problem, as much as it's a joke, there's no such thing as mammal supremacy. The non-avian dinosaurs died because of a flipping meteor. And guess what? They still exist in the form of avian dinosaurs and have more biodiversity than mammals. So in actual sense, it would be dinosaurs that are superior. Those were some good questions. Now let's move on to another one of my best pals, Rally Racing Rat, my literal IRL brother. I get so much information in such a short span of time. Well, it seems my brother has exposed me. Even though I post weekly, I usually only work on videos on the weekends because I'm a bit lazy, which I should probably fix. However, how do I do it? Well, simple. The first thing is to have a video concept, then I do a bit of mental brainstorming for points I could make in the video, then I make a scatterbrain page where I get all my ideas down. Then I move on to research. Now, usually due to how fast I move, I usually lose one concept per video. In the Uma Musume video, I forgot to explain how Umas can handle grass and their diet, and for the Jurassic World Rebirth Mutants video, I forgot to mention how the Distortus Rex has a pug face, which could have made the Distortus Rex an F+ for the video. So it's not really great to get information fast without concentration. My motivation for these videos, honestly, my love for science and the media topic. I usually choose topics that interest me at the time. Mixing these concepts such as science and the topic at hand is a perfect formula for me to concentrate. However, there is another reason, and that is most people in my life don't understand science as much as I do, so I enjoy making the concepts of science into simple concepts. This allows me to ramble about my special interests and have people actually enjoy and understand it. What's the goal of this channel? Well, I haven't put much thought into that, but honestly, I think it's to educate people about science, make a safe environment for others, and make a platform to show off a project that I'll bring up later. Thanks, Rally Racing Rat. Now time for a newcomer. This is our Beats, and they have a few interesting questions. To build cool yet plausible domesticates for human utilization. This is a very interesting question. You see, throughout human history, humans have used domestic animals for various reasons. To build a plausible domesticate, you must take an animal that is perfectly suited for domestication, so they must have these traits: docile, not skittish, social hierarchy that humans can interact with, flexibility in diet, rapid growth, and rapid reproduction, and also adaptability. Also, they must have a purpose or a special thing, a part of their biology that humans find useful. Another thing is to take into account is time. During the old ages before guns, animals such as horses, some breeds of dogs, and elephants were used in warfare. However, with the invention of guns, these weren't used as much as people could easily kill them and were seen as unnecessary in the battlefield. Also, some animals can be tamed, not fully domesticated but occasionally used. That's how you usually make them. I'm not really a full, as you can see on my t-shirt, I'm not really a professional. This is just research I gathered. So I hope this helps you out. How to build environments. Well, this is another interesting question. One thing is to look at abiotic factors in real life ecosystems and see how they could affect the animals. Then you can take some of those features and mix and match them together to, like an arid highland, as it's on the back of the end of a mountain, not getting as much precipitation as it should. Another way is to simply take an existing environment, swap out some of the plants and animals, and call it a day. Usually that's what I do. I usually just go for what works IRL and don't change too much. So I would recommend researching on existing environments as reference. To build people and cultures. This is a crucial question for world building. To build these things, you will have to take into account animals. Throughout history, animals have shaped cultures and people. Look at the lion, seen as the animal of royalty due to their social system. Look at the bald eagle, seen as the symbol of freedom. Animals can take very different forms in the face of people depending on how inspiring they are or how disgusting they are. Look at our universal hatred for spiders and cockroaches, as they are seen as disgusting and creepy. Environment. The place your people live in can shape literature, culture, religion, and etc. If your people live in a desert, they might say you're as beautiful as water would be seen as a rare, sacred, and even beautiful resource. Now this ties in, but resources also influence culture. If people lived in a sewer, of course they would enjoy eating rats, as it's the only form of food. As you see, many things can influence people and their culture. Hope these help your world building adventure, friend. Up, we have another one of my buddies, I have no idea how you pronounce that. These questions were asked personally via my Instagram, so I shall answer them without showing the text. Am I comfortable with my voice? I've always been comfortable with my voice throughout the ages, even though when looking back at my younger days, it sounded cringe. I was practicing and getting better at doing narration. However, I still need to fix my stutter problem. How it's annoying. Yeah, I start drawing. Well, funny you should mention that. I don't even truly know. I just did it, and well, I wanted to draw dinosaurs, and now I'm here, having a crap ton of experience with my artistic skills. Why did I start making YouTube videos? Well, initially I was going to use YouTube to talk about dinosaurs. However, seeing all the ready-made paleontology videos, I decided to talk about whatever I like. Also, I use this as a creative outlet to show my artistic abilities and brainy skills. Now we have one final question from my biologist homie, which I don't even bother to try and read his name as it's quite complicated. Am I working on any world building projects of my own? Now this is the project I was gonna show off initially. This is Planet Primeval, a seed world project that I've been working on and off with. However, I've decided to lock in, and I've been working on the taxa list, which is a list of all the animals that are going to be into the project. So far, I've done the logo, which I showed you guys, and these cards. They are formation cards, which I will be using to visualize the ecosystem these animals lived in. So yes, this seed world is basically my own chimera, but with its own twists. Well, that's all the questions I have, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. So see you soon, friends. This is Connor, out.